cooler weather and milder winds have helped firefighters get a handle on the blaze that has raced through Arizona's Tonto National Forest all week. Ground crews now have a fire line around 80% of the lightning-caused blaze.
We feel real good about that 80%. The weather's helping us. It's a little cooler. We've got some cloud.
Firefighters launched an all-day, all-out assault on one major hotspot, which, if doused, could lead to containment. Part of that attack is by helicopter, trip after trip, bucket after bucket, with water and fire retardant. It's painstakingly slow, but still important. Helicopters and slurry tankers douse the flames in the rugged mountains that ground crews cannot get to. The cost of fighting this week-long blaze is already $1.8 million, which could double by the time the wildfire is finally controlled. Ron Talley, 12 News, Payson, Arizona.
The fire was coming down from the northwest. Then as it approached here, they had the clearing. They started to strip fire back away from the line, maybe 12, 15 feet. They let that build a little bit. Build, sir. They lay another strip.
Yeah, by Division C, it's northeast corner of the fire, yes, sir.
Big guys. There's gonna be a water shortage in Winslow.
Can I, do me a favor, can you hook that back up in there?
That was one of them.
Don't get too far. I don't think that's our guy. These guys? Okay, these guys are, yeah. Knock 9 cents felt right.
I was gonna say.
Let me know you're ready.
Yeah.
I need your name.
Eric Powers.
Question, what's it been like fighting? How long have you been out here and what's happened so far?
We've been out here since probably about 10 o'clock this morning, and we've been basically just back burning, trying to keep the fire off, keep the heat away from the main line so it doesn't jump over. Keep the structure protection.
Now, what's a backfire? Somebody's never been seen.
Well, what we're doing is we're lighting out and to burn towards the main fire, so there's no fuels for the fire to burn into.
It's hot up here today.
Yeah, it's hot.
What's it like working in this heat, trying to fight a fire?
Well, if you don't keep water in you, it's really easy to get dehydrated. Got to drink a lot of water. I carry about 5 quarts, and I've already filled up once.
What's the fire been like? Normal? I mean, they were talking about some weird winds up here.
It's been gusty, and there's been some, weird upslope and downslope winds, but basically, it's just like any other fire. It's not as heavy fuels as some that we've been in before, but it's real dry and it's hot.
I know you're ready. Hey, what's your name?
Peter Hungerford.
Hungerford. Where are you guys from, and how long have you been on the fire, and what's it been like so far?
Well, we got flown down here last night at midnight from Portland, and got out here around 9 o'clock this morning, and we just been burning things out ever since, trying to keep up with the head, I guess.
What's this fire like? I mean, how do you compare it to others? Good, bad? Is it a tough fire?
It's relatively flat here, which is really nice. A lot of the fires in the Cascades, like we train on, are very steep. So this is easy ground.
You're backfiring. What does that mean? What are you trying to accomplish?
The head of the fire is out there quite some distance from these control lines. If we can burn out the fuel between these control lines and the fire, then it will be able to stop. It won't be able to run at us with any kind of force.
Obviously, it's a lot hotter here than you're used to.
It's just smoky.
I mean, in terms of the temperature, is it hot?
Oh, 95? Yeah, they gave us Hershey bars today, but they didn't give me a spoon, so that's no good.
What's it like working and trying to fight a fire in this temperature?
Well, shoot, a high temperature in Oregon is about 70, so it makes it a lot harder. We just have to carry lots of water and try and look out. We go real slow here, for probably the first week or so until we get acclimated.
For a little while. Pete, can you do me a favor? I think that's ours.
Where are we going now?
They're going to walk down the line all the way, but I followed them.
And we just bump down with them.
Yeah?
Your knife's getting dull there, Dale. That's Repertoire. Jesus.
Turn it back for
Blocks down in here. This line is outside, I believe, of all of them. I don't think.
We got front wind right now. It's helping us. It's just clearing around here. Yeah, you're getting some action from the thunderstorm.
So Levy, you're on. Candid camera. Smile.
Go for it, Andy.
Cut.
Actually, it's probably going to be America's Most Wanted, but
Find you, Andy. See your picture in the news.
what's that?
See your picture in the news, and they're gonna come after you. Who did it?
Better hike your pants up.
Who burnt this forest up? Andy did.
We're looking for the culprit, the man with the flare. Eric? I guess. We're going to burn it over the top.
Where's 10 at? Where did 10 go? Oh, he's up. I think that's Cameron up there. You interviewing people? Staying with the engine, so doesn't look like these guys are doing very much down here anyway. Sounds like they're cutting some stuff down there. Why don't we cruise down to that and then work our way back? Okay. Hey, Tom. They're cutting some stuff down here. You want to go?
That's a lot of balls.
What's that?
That's a lot of even one.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You want to swing him around so he's got the stuff to his back?
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I get your name?
Rob Burney,
Berney.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Whitefish, Montana.
How long you been down here?
About 3 weeks now. It's our first day on this fire.
What time did you come out here today?
We got on the line about 8:30, I think.
So what you been doing all day?
Earlier today, we cut some trees up along the road, cut the fuel break along, so when they did the burnout, it wouldn't get too hot along the road. And since then, we've been holding along this line, just cutting a clear canopy, so there's nothing above the fire line.
It's almost cool now, but has it been hot during the day?
Yeah, it's getting a little warm.
How hard is it to sit here and work when it's this hot?
You don't really notice it a whole lot, but you start sweating, and it's not too bad, though.
Got to be careful.
Yeah, you gotta look out for everything going around.
It seems like the winds have been shifting a lot. You have to be careful of that?
I haven't really noticed it a whole lot, but it's from what the fire's doing and stuff, you got smoke blowing around.
For people who've never been to a forest fire, don't know how forest fires fought, how do you fight a forest fire? And people think of just throwing water on a fire. How do you fight a forest fire?
Well, from what I do, I'm Sawyer, so I do a lot of the cutting and clearing of the trees and all the heavier fuels. And there's a lot of stuff like what was going on today, the back burning operations to get it so the fire doesn't come too hot close to the line. So it's a little bit cooler when it comes up to the line.
How hard a job is it?
It's strenuous sometimes, but you just do it. You just keep on going.
Yeah, they're calling that the control road. There's a lot of trees.
Let me know what you want to do. I figured you're going to get better planes behind us than this. Say when. Although the fire itself was caused by lightning, the flames you see behind me were actually set by man. There's flares in there. This is what's called a backfire, where they're actually trying to burn from the property to the rest of the fire to protect the houses that are here. Try again.
If I were you, I would back up.
Yeah.
Because it's going to come this way. If you do it against a burnout instead of backfire.
What'd they say?
It's a burn.
But they've been calling it backfire. Although the fire was originally, you ready?
Yeah.
Although the fire was originally started by lightning, the flames you see behind me were actually caused by man. If you look closely, there's some try it again. Although the fire was actually started by lightning, these flames behind me were caused by man. The firefighters set these. It's called burnout. Try it again.
Great stuff. Do it now.
Although the main fire was caused by lightning, these flames behind me were actually set by the firefighters as part of a burnout to try and protect the property by starting.
Got a little sound with this guy while he's doing this.
So what is it you're trying to do? What's your job? What are you trying to accomplish? Keep praying.
Just keeping the fire from jumping the line here. And
I mean, I don't think of normally fighting a forest fire with a hose.
me either, because I'm a structural firefighter.
So you're just trying to make sure it doesn't get too carried away?
That's right. This is my first time, really, so.
You're learning as you go.
That's right.
Why aren't you going in there?
He should be on its way out. I'll just see if I can't meet him. Here, will you hold on to that?
Yeah, here he comes, right here.
No.
Here he comes, here he comes.
We just came up the road just a minute ago.
Brian.
Hey, strike team 1.
Go ahead.
Whitney, strike team 1.
It's all right. Okay. This is the net they're on?
Yeah, they're on 4.
Operations or Whitney, strike team 1.
This operations, go ahead.
Yeah, we've got Perryville crew has deployed shelters on the dozer line. Do you copy? They report being trapped and having had to deploy shelters.
What crew is that?
Perryville.
Copy, Perryville.
That's affirmative. We have crews in that area on hose lines. I'm going to contact them, see if they're in any danger. Contacted and are pulling out.
Strike team 1, Chandler.
Go ahead, Chandler.
Okay, I think we're about the furthest down on this line. We're not near that blow-up. That was Perryville. There is another crew down here, but there was doing the backfire.
Okay, if it's blowing up on them, it's crossing the line. You guys could hook around you. I want everybody to go ahead and pull out. Come back to the water tenders.
Okay, we're on our way.
Have fun with
Chandler.
Go ahead.
Too many radio.
Go ahead.
I'll try. Speed operations.
Chandler, strike team 1.
Diamond, and see how many personnel they have. We removed 2 of their personnel. See if there's any more down here.
Oh,
Stand by.
trying to get hold of you. Are you trying to get hold of him?
You got anyone else down here?
I'm on the upper end of that division. I'm walking up.
And one up here?
I'm the only one up
Okay.
back out. I could hear the crew.
Okay, they've only got 2 down on your location.
Copy. Did you copy to his name?
Over, Ashby.
You're there. Do you have?
Go ahead.
Yeah, 1-6.
We got the Navajo 2 crew. We're moving them out. We're moving the Model 70 out, and we're moving everybody to the east. Above where they made the.
Yeah, pull everybody back, and I'll get with operations and find out what they want to do.
you think you're going to make your way down to the
Affirmative.
road?
Strike team, Chandler.
I'm going to go up here.
Go ahead, Chandler.
Head back down.
Just reconfirming, Diamond is accounted for.
That's affirmative. One person here and two out with you.
Here at the control road or what?
Okay, we haven't contacted the 2 out with us. We relieved them and they were headed back to the truck.
Okay, they're not here yet. We'll
2.5 miles from where you're at, south.
Yeah, McCutcheon parked about a mile and a half.
Approximately a 300-foot wall of fire coming across the road that's got you guys pinched in there right now.
Okay, do we have access out? Can we make it out right now?
That's negative. When we came through, the fire was about 50 feet from the road.
Okay, just go ahead and continue out the control road. If you need to, your escape route is to the east, out to Tunnel Village and the highway.
Copy.
Hey guys!
With me.
Our access is cut off right now, too, out of here. Where's Whitney at, you know? You know where Whitney is?
Down the road, he got cut off.
Down this road?
Back down the main road, he was trying to see if it crossed the control road.
Okay.
Now we're right here by that ER side, and we're gonna
Stop right here for a little while.
Yay!
I need to swing them over this way so we don't hear the public comment in the background. So, they're talking about deploying shelters. What does that mean? Okay, what I'm hearing right now is the Perryville crew apparently got trapped by the fire, and they are in what they consider to be a reasonably safe area, and they've deployed their fire shelters. And what that means is they're in a cleared area, the cat line, where it's just cleared down to mineral soil. And they've opened their fire shelters, which is essentially a foil tent, and they are laying prone on the ground or prostrate on the ground, holding the tent over to protect them from the flame. You know, it's a last-ditch safety effort, you know, because it sounds to me like the fire's overrun them. Now, what's our situation here? No, right now I'm hearing the same thing, that the road that we came in on, it was the only way we know how to get out, has been blocked by the fire. And so we're probably stuck here for a little while. Okay, say your name on tape. My name's Pete Libby. So when we don't ever come back, well, yeah, Larry.
We're all in the same place. We're all on the fire. We're all back on top again on the other side of the mountain where it's not burning.
Okay, good deal. Hang tough.
we have all our stuff, so we can move it.
We should load this shit.
Forget the hoses!
Is your truck open?
Operating.
Pete, is your truck open? Load this stuff up.
We have third from Curtis. Is that area where we started the line this morning? Is that thing still fully involved? Looks like we're going to be surrounded here. I think we're trying to stabilize them. Yeah, we'll try to get out of here.
You get out there and start making sure everybody's accounted for. You be out there and find everyone.
This is making a pretty good run. Back to
Cut off both ways. Yeah, we can't. We're not getting out right now. So.
Yeah. I have this theory that as long as I live, I'm a happy camper.
Together, don't, you know, if we have the black is our safety zone.
1, 2, 3, 4. The concern has reached the point now that what they've done is they have removed us to, try it again. The concern has reached the point now that we've been moved away from the road where we were to an area that has already been burned. The feeling here is that if the fire comes through, there's nothing left to catch fire here and we'll be safe. Try that one again. Does that make sense? Okay. What do you want? Want off this way?
Yeah, I'd like fire behind you. There's fire all over there.
That way. Concern has reached the point that what they've done now is they've moved us away from the road where we were to this area that has already been burned. The feeling is that if the fire starts to come back this way, there's nothing left to catch. As a result, we'll be safe here.
Test 1, 2, 3.
At the Kaibab strike team,
yeah, they're right here.
Okay.
So we got both strike teams, engines, miscellaneous overhead, 6 hotshot crews. The only ones we're missing is the 2 Cat 2 crews, Perryville and Navajo.
We had a water tender crew, but I found out just via gossip that they made it out to Control Road. I can't think of anyone else that was in there.
Charlie or personnel?
No idea.
Somebody, please go ahead, Paul.
Could be. It was in the home.
We lost the houses that one we've been trying to protect all day. We lost that one, and if we lost that one, I wouldn't be surprised if we had some pretty good damage on those engines that were right there.
Could be.
Sound.
Oh, let me carry the emergency truck, Rick. I didn't even carry one too. I like the shadow. Oh, shit. And that trailer survived. So did that house. You gotta get that trailer. Let me shoot that trailer. Trailer survived. Here. Let me carry this shit and I'll do some shooting. He's on this.
I never know.
Never know what the video
You're
looked
smiling.
like.
Yeah. Well, I know. We did it. It's good.
Burned in years and years and
T.K. Kennedy is a senior at Oregon State University. He wants to be a physical therapist, and he's working his way through school.
It was a bad thing that happened the other day when all those guys died. Other than that, I think this is pretty much a normal fire.
There are 1,600 tired men and women on the fire lines along the rim.
The topography is such we're getting a lot of stuff rolling down the hills, and we're having a hard time catching it.
Some of these people have seen a lot of fires in their time. Some have not, like Roland Bahi.
A couple of days ago was too scary for me. My first time on the line, fighting fire, and I kind of took it too light.
Even as these firefighters come in tonight, the Forest Service is setting up 2 more camps, trying to surround Dude for the weekend. They're trying to prevent what happened at Bonita Creek from happening somewhere else along the rim. There were 47 more homes at Bonita Creek earlier this week than there are here now. Only a few chimneys are left standing, and the occasional odd home that escaped the firestorm. There's no damage estimate yet, but it's clear millions of dollars have been spent and lost on the Dude fire. And while some homeowners say they'll rebuild here at Bonita Creek, it'll be years before the forest is back, and perhaps even longer until the memories of what's already happened are finally extinguished. Near Payson, Lou Ruggiero, 12 News Tonight. These are the Navajo Scouts, and they were at Bonita Creek, right next to the state prison inmates who were killed a day ago.
Oh man, we ran down a black tunnel. That thing was, it snuck up on us, just came right on.
Crew boss Louis Sorrell was last out, making sure his unit was safe from the firestorm.
Do it again after that. After what happened yesterday, we all gathered ourselves again and told ourselves we were here to do a job, and nothing like that's going to get us down.
Get back up on the horse and ride it, huh?
That's right. Get back on there. We'll get it.
While the scouts were fighting their own psychological battles, some of the other Perryville inmates spent last night waiting to go back to prison. They were not talking, and the Department of Corrections clearly wanted to keep them away from the media.
Do this. Kill the camera.
Oh, gentlemen, report back to the thing.
Sorry, we're on public property.
No.
Just don't touch the camera.
Meanwhile, the Dude fire continued. They are fighting Dude from the air, and they are fighting Dude from the ground, but so far it hasn't made much difference.
A lot of it depends on what the winds do today, and if we get more dry thunder cells that come over, they could cause us control problems, but we seem to be progressing well on line construction and burning out right now.
And once Dude is finished with one part of the Ponderosa Pine Forest near the rim, this is what's left. The fire has already killed 5 state prison inmates from Perryville and the Department of Corrections supervisor. Their surviving crewmates were at the Payson Ranger Station last night. They were silent. Perhaps it was shock. Whatever it was, the Corrections Department clearly did not want reporters around them.
Do this. Kill the camera.
Oh, gentlemen, report back to the thing.
Sorry, we're on public property.
No.
Just don't touch the camera.
Right next to the Perryville crew on the line, almost caught in the same firestorm, the Navajo Scouts, too, out of Fort Defiance. When you heard what had happened to the Perryville crew, were you thinking that could have been me?
Yes, I was. It was a tragic accident. It's really what shouldn't have happened.
The crew boss says poor radio communication was a problem at that Bonita Creek incident. Meanwhile, hot afternoon winds again whipped Dude east along the rim, forcing police to evacuate summer cabins and block roads.
I've never seen a fire in the area as bad as this.
Why is that? Just because it's so dry?
This has been probably the driest year I've seen in 28 years.
So bad, in fact, it forced Dr. Larry Hinshaw and his wife Kathy to spend last night sleeping in their van.
We could see it coming over the hill. We could smell it. The ashes and the soot were everywhere. Whole leaves floating down, charred, made quite an impression on us.
The Hinshaws are safe, and Larry even saved his mother-in-law's paintings from the cabin. But the cabin is not out of the woods yet, and the woods are on fire. Near Payson, Lou Ruggiero, 12 News.